What's up, Gold? What up, Shaq? Gold, you got a Gold. What Devil Fruit's next to your name? I think you just upgraded your badge for the month again, dude. Dude, you've got a 6 month subscriber badge, bro. You've got the Hana Hana no me next to me. That's fire over on Twitch. W Gold. We've got Shaq with the, I think Shaq, that's the 1 month subscriber badge you've got. Yep, with the Mara Mara. Dude, Ghost, I love adding that. That shit's cool. That shit's fire.
I'm trying to check it out. Oh, that's cool.
Bro, I can send them to you for if you ever decide to start doing Twitches on your side too, so you can have them for your Twitch chat stream. Take your time, take it.
The Dragon add-on is really fun. I'm enjoying just kind of.
Oh, it's really fun. What's up, Austin? How you doing? You're all good, my friend. You told me you would be busy tonight, probably missing 3-piece yourself tonight too. Has good to see you with your Ape. No, I mean that's the 5 month subscriber badge. Okay, W. Things are getting fancy. Have you noticed? Look, we've got an Ito coming in from Mickey. What's up, my friend? What's up, Juan? What's up, Carbone? What's up, Cal? Welcome to the 3-piece, my friends. How we doing? Dude, it's so nice to see all the interchanging Devil Fruits on Twitch, you guys. That looks cool. I like that. That's why we added them in. We're definitely starting to get a little bit fancier here. We're starting to pull in some more stuff on Twitch here on TikTok. Austin with the meteor shower. Oh, thank you, my friend. We appreciate you. Oh, man.
And your Austin thought he was going to miss us.
Cal with the love you so much. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you. Take your time. Take your time.
Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome, everybody.
Austin with the gifts coming in like crazy. Thank you, my guy. Oh, my God. Why is our GIF looking good?
You just checking out the Gorsay for a little bit there.
We're just checking out the Gorsay right now. Thank you, Austin. The Lightnings, they're just coming in like crazy. Oh, man. We appreciate you, my boy. Hell yeah. Bugga bing. Bugga bing bing. Bugga bing.
Ghost is very quiet.
Ghost is quiet. Let me turn him up in Discord. I can turn him up in Discord. That should turn him up. Oh, man. That's got this thing going crazy right now.
Thank you so much, Austin. Thank you for
Austin, we appreciate you, my friend.
heading off with the night stars.
It's a way to hammer that in your freaking hammer that into you.
Here's a good question to start off with. Yo, Quell, I'm a bigger Rouge fan. Does Oda have something planned for him? We came up with a really good theory a couple years ago now. We'll take that away. If he wants to.
They're just still coming in.
We think a Rouge is going to become a Lunarian at some point. Like, he's kind of going through a pilgrimage. Like, his Mad Monk, like, epithet is kind of what it means to awaken yourself. Like, we see a Devil Fruit awakening, we see, like, Curse Blades kind of being conquered, turned into Black Blades. Let's see, like, a proper physical evolution, you know, like a the Rock Lee sort of, like, Taijutsu mastery evolution.
Austin, you have a good one, my friend. We love you long time too, buddy, and thank you for all the gifts that came in during Theory Piece here. And that's the next theory gonna be about. Don't have anything specifically planned. Kind of just go off the dome and we talk and chat. Joe, what's up, buddy? I see you over on Twitch. Damn, why is your name bright red out of everybody's?
It's just what a big for him. I got him in orange.
Oh, you got him in, okay. I was like, damn, his name's bright red, because I had seen some people whose names were, but I like the Twitch color chatting is nice. I love it. What's up, Steven? How are you doing, my friend? Welcome in to Theory Piece, my guy. My day is going good. I mean, we streamed a lot earlier today. Did a little bit of Minecraft stuff. Might play some more later tonight. We'll see. We'll decide. And then right now, shit, it's theory time. Would love to talk a lot about the new chapter, but honestly, the chapter is more so just a battle-heavy chapter, really. You know? It's more so really what the chapter's into. A lot of events, upscales for people and whatnot, but me personally, it's not really a chapter for me where I'd be like, oh, yay, like, but we need to see more from the chapter, to be honest. We got to see a lot more. Like, me and Ghost, we love sitting here talking about the fact of The people who give us the spoilers, they give us bullshit a lot of the time. Like they'll give the things that they think are important, but there are other things that we find in the chapter that are super important. Like the chapter where we get introduced to Harold, they talk about going over the bloodstained serpent that is the red line. They didn't give that as a hint, but that was one of the most important things we talk about in our theories, you know? So we're just waiting for the full chapter.
Oh, and I love just looking at like the side things that are happening, like especially like the cover stories. I was the one that called Kazuki Moria. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
No, dude, nobody but you called that. Nobody but you.
And like one of the other things I'm looking at right now is the identity of Osa. And there's like this one little giant girl that keeps popping up wherever Loki is, and she's the only one that seems to have like outstretched a hand of friendship in some way. Like even if it's not received back, she's still there, and that's Mota, or Motto. Sorry, I believe Motto is Mosa. This whole I've never seen you before, we've never met. That's a misdirect. Of course, like it's someone on the island. It's someone just kind of obscuring who they are. The whole Shaggy aspect is, he just sees a Shaggy transponder snail that's suited for the underworld to survive down there. Yeah, he's gonna call you Shaggy, right? But
I wouldn't be surprised if she lives inside the Elbaf tree.
Well, and it would be very poetic too that she's always in the bar with Ida until like she takes over the bar in like the flashback, whatever else. And now she's the owner of the bar in the current time. Harold had fallen in love with the barmaid. It would make sense for Loki to also fall in love with the barmaid as a full circle event.
Sorry, crazy dog. You started doing something stupid.
No, good.
But you said it would make sense how in the flashback it would be. I know you said something about Ida, my friend. That's the last thing I'd heard.
Oh, that like Harold actually ended up marrying the barmaid, Ida's bar, and now Motto is the current owner, or at least the waitress of the bar. And then it would be just kind of poetic for Loki to fall in love with the barmaid as well, and be noticed by, someone who could just be like, sharing the same ideals that Ida has. Like, you're not just amazing because you're big, you're amazing because of who you are, right? Like it's gonna be like a little bit of an inversion of how she tamed Harold. This is how Loki's gonna be tamed, by like the same sort of affection. Like one person finally showing like true like love, like I care for you. Like
And wanting to see Loki succeed and be successful.
Yeah.
No
ulterior motive.
Speaking of her in the underworld of Elbaf, I had a thought that if Kid were to resurface anywhere around Elbaf, it'd be down in that bar with her. Like, I would not be surprised if Kid washed up on Elbaf after getting his ship destroyed by Shanks, and he washes up in her bar under Elbaf. That would be cool. That'd be really cool. Not under Elbaf, well, not under Elbaf, at the bottom of Elbaf, What is the One Piece? Can't tell you that, my friend. And yes, Allah. I think you asked me that earlier too when you were in here live, or maybe it was one of you guys. You haven't seen any Raws. Raws aren't out yet, but I don't think Bogard's gonna get the spotlight. Maybe, but like, just a simple Bogard clash is all that's needed, honestly, for him to have the spotlight that's needed for Bogard guy. And I hope he gets it, honestly. I hope he does get it.
Yeah, all he has to do is clash with like anybody strong. It's just like, all right, so this is the level he's at. If he clashes with Shiki, you can put him on Garp and Sengoku level. Like that's the crazy thing too, right? Like
that's all he
there's
needs.
A lot of things you can say.
Which is crazy too, and I hope it actually happens too, because I'd love to see that, like, Bogart get a crazy upscale. That's what I would love to see. What do you think the Emerald City is, and where do you think it is? Well, I think there's the one in mythology, but Aramalu, the one they talked about, is just the Emerald City. That's it. That's all I got for you, Wyatt. Like the one in Alabasta, it's Aramalu.
Yeah, it's definitely referential to the Wizard of Oz and the Emerald City there, and how it was restored by reciting the name of Oz, and all the things surrounding that. So if you go to how that's going to present in our story, I believe in one aspect of the One Piece, you're able to restore things to their proper order. but you need like all three things: the name of the ancient kingdom, you need the One Piece, and then you need something else.
Is going to be one panel is what makes sense from it. Ishmael. I mean, shoot, that's how I feel about the chopper. Honestly, chopper force got through that I have. One panel is all I would need to be satisfied, and I kind of already got that right. Like him running on air, that's all I needed, right? But we need the fandom to be satisfied, so we need Oda word for word saying Chopper's the forest god. You know, I guess that's kind of what we need at this point. You know,
Think for the goats, Vince.
Vince with lots of goats coming in. Oh man, they're piling up. I'm not re-explaining anything. You already know what it is, my friend. 65 goats. Thank you, Allah. We appreciate you, my guy. If you have a question about it, go for it, my friend. I'm more than happy to answer for you.
Do you think the Holy Knights have Eber's powers or actual devil fruits? Both. They have their devil fruits. This is what I've been trying to get across for the Gorosei as well. And the Holy Knights were the like explanation. They have their devil fruits in all the facets. They have a devil fruit weapon, paramecia, mythical zones, all that stuff, and they are coming through the abyss, which is Emu's power. The abyss and the regeneration, that is Emu's power. Everything else, their fighting prowess, their devil fruits, that is them, right? Like their physical bodies and their devil fruits and the powers they possess before the regeneration, that's all them. And I really like how they portrayed the Gorosei in this last episode, because they didn't just have them as all this like shadowy just mess. It was showing that they were like physically transforming. They were like tangible beings. They weren't just literally a shadowy mess, right?
I didn't realize I pulled
And
this out.
if we go back to the Impel Down guards, it was the same thing. They didn't have a nameplate or like a devil fruit in their nameplate, but then we get the exposition that, hey, they're actually awakened users, but they've kind of lost their mind. And then with a devil fruit weapon, we have two examples. We have Lasso, which also didn't have a devil fruit in his nameplate, but then you have Funk Freet who did, which came afterward, right? So you get both contexts. This is Oda testing the reading comprehension of people and like seeing if new information just gets you too excited to like see what's like already been pre-established.
I mean,
So,
Waterski, what's up, my friend? How are you doing? I'm trying to think of that in the context of like the newer chapters too. Honestly, my mind's kind of blanking on that one though. When Magellan's coming
as far
back,
as everything being devil fruits,
well, yeah. I mean, I personally also agree that they all have devil fruits. Even Shamrock, he has a devil fruit sword. It's just they've chosen to become like that of the creature, so they don't identify as the human and the devil fruit. They just identify as the creature and the creature alone. The creature's completely
right? It's
taken
the
them.
mental disconnect.
Yeah, exactly. They've disconnected from reality as a human. They've erased basically their human part or their human side and gotten rid of that.
Yeah.
Jedi, I see your highlighted question over on Twitch, my friend. You says, what if the Buccaneers were a race of special people spreading the word, aka the gospel of Nika, around, which is why Kuma's dad had a church, and Kuma also had one that would explain why the Buccaneers were his slaves. I wouldn't be surprised if the Buccaneers ended up being a clan or a group of people that went around spreading the message of Joy Boy or Nika, or at least trying to, Steven with the follow, thank you, but trying to remember the message or the ideals or themes of Nika and make other people kind of follow these themes or ideals. But we would kind of have to make kind of get into context more about the Buccaneers, because it's more so seeming that they just kind of have a special ability that's tied to Nika, and it's something to do with their souls, more so that like getting others to follow in Nika. But I wouldn't be surprised if all the Buccaneers are just Nika worshippers.
Yeah. Like the important thing with them is passing down like the heartbeat. Like what's most important like is like along with the stories and however you choose to view Nika, it comes down to the heartbeat. Like that's like, you know, the thing that they're most like jovial about. Like they're constantly dancing. Do, 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 do. It's not like that's the thing they're trying to remember the most, as if like that is the most important thing. Like kind of go back to some of the movies that you've seen, some of the special episodes. Whenever in Heart of Gold, they're trying to get into a certain chamber. Brooke is playing a musical piece, and at the very end, it's scrubbed out because it's a very old tapestry, and they're trying to figure out, okay, how does the last little bit of the song go? And Olga, knowing the song, is able to just kind of sing it for Brooke, and Brooke just plays along with the song. So parallel that to Bonnie, now understanding who the sun god Nika is, understands the heartbeat, Buccaneer father, who like taught her all these things, culmination going into Marie Joie, we're going to come upon a chamber where we don't have Luffy. Luffy is like in a chamber locked away being harvested for his eternal source, you know, kind of like impelled down poisoning. He's locked away somewhere. Bonnie is going to be crucial in replicating the heartbeats just enough to get Luffy back, like get him out of that room, right?
Out of that, like you're saying, like out of like the dark room or dark state, right?
Yeah.
Kind of makes me think
Like,
that's what.
he's lost all hope in himself, right? Like the reason, like a lot of people, and someone brought it up, and like the way they worded it was really good. The reason Luffy hasn't like fully actualized his powers is he doesn't even believe in himself, right? Like he doesn't believe in Nika, right? He believes in what he does, like he knows what he knows, but like he doesn't believe in himself. Anytime Nika's brought up, it's just like, okay, that has nothing to do with me. It's whatever. So like once he believes in himself as much as everyone else, and like especially like Bonnie, people like Bonnie believe in him, that's when things are gonna get to the next level. Maybe not like a next gear, but like it's gonna get to a freaking crazy like.
Oh, I definitely think next gear there, my friend, because Luffy, the whole thing is he denies himself. Like, essentially, Luffy can't even put his subconscious and his conscious together. Like, he can't fully put his thoughts together because he doesn't know who he truly is or who he truly wants to be, and that is Nika themselves, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, like even if, like I said, even if it isn't another gear, like going back to Saturn and how when he was, you know, regular Zoan transformation or full transformation, he was looking a certain way, and then he went kind of like crazed and let the beast sort of take over, and he's like, all right, do your thing,
Dude,
demon.
he started, bro. Did you see him when he called the other Gorosei, bro? He's like, he started tweaking out. His eyes got all ringed, bro. He just starts morphing, and it's like, bro, he looked like he just popped a perk.
A whole episode.
Bro, it's like, if you just look at him, bro, imagine if Saturn just ate a Rumble Ball and he just starts like, he looks like he's like trying to take a biggest dump ever, bro. His eyes get all ringed, bro. His face turns red. Yeah, he trying to take a shit. He trying to take a shit. He's constipated.
Well, there's our impel down. You know, parallel once again.
But also the emu analogy of the world and Uranus flushing the toilet.
Saturn is just like that poison Hydra, like as well.
Zebek and Ryan, I see you guys in Twitch, so I am gonna bring Zebek. I know I told you I'd bring you up and Ryan you too. So Zebek, I do want to bring you up. I know you had a theory you want to talk about pertaining to Gecko Moria, and not Gecko Moria, Black Maria, and Saturn. So we'll bring Zebek up and let him share that theory.
Ow.
What's up, my friend?
What's up? What's good, Ghost? So, I already brought this up to Quell. So pretty much, Black Maria was a precursor of letting us know who Saturn was. So look at the clues about Black Maria. Black Maria is a Oni. She has the horns, but she also is a ancient Zoan type devil fruit user. So with that being said, it it's pretty much Oda preparing us for what was to come in Egghead, for what Saturn is, which is an ancient evil spirit that is half planet.
I like it, and also with the fact that she like genetically modified her fruit to look different, kind of like ties in the science aspect with Saturn.
That's what I had said earlier when talking about that with the same
Pretty
exact
much.
thing.
Yeah.
He's a scientist himself, and she literally makes her own type of rumble ball to keep herself in hybrid form all the time.
Exactly.
That was a W pool. Yeah. So Black Maria being. So if you're saying that Black Maria being foreshadowing for what we have to be the Gorosei, don't you think you could possibly use some other Toby Rebel members or members of Kaido's crew to say foreshadowing for other members within the Gorosei?
That's a good question, actually. Um, I will say this, being that she is a woman of a woman of pleasure. Um, I was gonna bring this up when you were when you were live, when you were playing Minecraft and everything, bro. But being that she is, I forgot the name of what she is, but she pretty much is the head honcho of the brothels in in Onigashima.
Mm-hmm.
So being that she takes pleasure into breaking down the will of men, because if we remember what she did to Sanji, she pretty much was trying to break him to the point that he had no will at all. To my to to my observation. So
Mm-hmm.
being that she took pleasure in that, it also connects to why Saturn led to having pleasure of taking out the will of Kuma.
Well, it's very perfect too. Like you're saying, like all the parallels there. You have Sanji, who's also a modified human in his own right, being like toyed with in that situation. So that's also like a good Kuma parallel.
So that's why I was gonna try to bring up. I didn't know the right words, but I was pretty much going by, the pleasure of what Black Mario desires, which is, like I said, breaking the spirit of men and pretty much trying to dominate, which I just added this on the dominance between Black Maria and Sanji, where she just let him stay trapped in her web, and that's what leads to Saint Saturn controlling everybody within the science of whatever he would whenever he was doing with other people
I see what you're saying. Like
doing
Saturn.
experiment on the grace on the sapphire scales.
I see what you're saying. You're saying
The dark,
Saturn's like paralleling, or Kuma's paralleling Sanji, like being trapped in Maria's web. How Kuma was trapped, and Maria used that to kind of control Sanji and the whole theme of what was going on. So Saturn used Kuma as like
in
a
in a
controlling
sense,
method. I
in
got
a
you.
sense.
I got you, my friend. I got you. There's a have you and you
It's a
said you
nice
made
little flip too, because you have Sanji, like the male being like saved by the woman, as opposed to like Bonnie being saved by her father. You have Sanji being saved by like
Yeah, there's
the older woman Robin, like the mother figure on the crew.
it was kind of Dami reversing.
Exactly.
I think of
instead of
that duck picture every time you do that,
it
go.
was women
Yeah.
to men. It, in the Wano arc, it was women to men, because let's try to also connect some other characters. Let's put out Ulti into the mix. She was mostly the one that was trying to attack every single person that wasn't a part of the Animal Kingdom pirates. Hence the dominance of her ancient throwing type that were proved. And let's bring Big Mom into this as well. You know, she was trying to dominate while being partners with Kaido. So all of the dominance within women were just pretty much trying to exude um women empowerment and all of that. But that was Dami reversing because of what's going on in Egghead. So with the men, like Vegapunk trying to control, the fact that he didn't want Kuma to to lose all of his will. So instead of trying to break all of his will, he just left some to Kuma.
Like partially giving him,
Like
or
just
partially.
enough for a final directive.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like what other Tobiropo would link up. Probably Sasaki with Topman with the Shields Brigade.
I was just
Or
thinking about all of
Queen.
them in the fact that they're just all dinosaurs too.
Or
Yeah.
Queen, if you really think about it, trying to control people by using the ice plague
Well,
round.
if we throw the commanders in there or the leaders, like I mean, King directly connects to Marcus Mars. Like that's like the most
Ooh,
obvious
yeah,
one.
yeah,
If we were to
very much
Well,
throw,
like,
so.
Sky Rays, Shandy, and
Sort of being like a
Lunarian
precursor to
ties.
the
Yep.
Ishamael.
and I know you said Sasaki, but I think Jack would be the credit better. Like Sasaki and Jack combined is what we get for Workery.
Yeah, well, the reason I was saying Sasaki was because of the whole like spinning neck thing, and then we saw Workery doing
Yep.
the whole like spinning feet bullshit. So I was like, okay, sure.
One and one parallels together; those could go together. Yep.
And didn't he get oh, yeah, he was up against Frankie. He went up, and then Emmett went up against Topman.
Cash with the
Broke one of his
53
tusks.
roses. Thank you, my friend.
Did that tusk stay broken too?
I think it does stay broken. I don't remember it growing back. Or at least he maybe just didn't try and grow it back.
That's an important note. Like before like the hockey, like the fact that he was able to just damage and keep.
One
that
thing
down.
I did notice though too is the power of love is real in One Piece. Like if you look, when Kuma punches Saturn and everything, he bleeds, injured. Usopp blows up Gunko. They all do attacks and there's no blood, no nothing. There's a complete difference in the way the attacks
Oh
work
yeah,
to
then
them.
Bonnie
Stabs him
blood.
and blood comes out of him. That's the power. It's the love for her father. The power of love damages these motherfuckers. It's just that they could heal so fast.
Right.
That
Well, and I found that very interesting when they were doing the whole like Conqueror's Hockey reveal, re-reveal, I'll say, for Zoro, and then they do the Sanji cutaway, but in the middle panel where there's like two Sanji panels, there's Loki there. It's just like, okay, so Loki has more of a power of love Conqueror's Hockey, whereas like you have Luffy who has that like indomitable like pressure, boom,
like I'm about to beat that ass type of hockey.
domineering presence, right? Like the actual Conqueror's Hockey. Like
Zebek, do you have more to go in with the theory, my friend? With the Black Maria and with your Black Maria and Saturn point, my friend?
Ooh. That was about it. But I actually have like a little theory that connects with Jordan's theory that
I am not
possibly
familiar with the Jordan's theory, so you're gonna have to run me through that in order to explain this one to me. That's all I ask.
I'm about to right now. So pretty much, he says that Joy Boy is no other than Binks.
okay.
Okay.
So and it sort of connects because when he showed a little bit of proof to when he was fighting when Luffy was fighting Kaido in the manga, he sang the song of Binks' Sake. He was trying to lift up his spirit to get back into Gear 5. So that also connects to when he was singing in his own words when Brooke was playing the piano and Luffy was on top of the piano, but he was saying the lyrics differently, and that's what led to us knowing that Luffy was Joy Boy. I'm butchering it bad, but pretty much he said that um if Luffy is Joy Boy and also Nika, it it leads to the fact that Binks is also Joy Boy, but Joy Boy is the title.
That's what's stated in that video, that Joy Boy is a title that's passed on.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, do you know how much I get yelled at for saying that? Just saying. Do you know how much I get yelled at for saying Joy Boy's a passed on title, and I get told and asked, what the fuck tells you that?
I I I believe that. I believe that Joy Boy is a is a title, is a nickname of sorts.
Well, I definitely agree.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
on the idea of Joy Boy's name being Binks, no opinion on that one. I mean, it's cool. I think that's like a theory that's kind of like, Binks being Joy Boy's name. I could see it. I could see Binks definitely be the name of Joy Boy. Do I think his name is Joy Boy Binks though? Personally, no. I don't think so, my friend. But if there's another most likely candidate for the names, if we haven't been given any names, Binks is. Let's just put Binks as number one.
Yeah, it makes the most sense, but also kind of like with Big Mom. Like, I know this seems like a departure, but with like Big Mom having a misconception of, oh, Roger was able to use the voice of all things to read the poneglyphs. What's wrong with that statement? He didn't use the voice of all things to read the poneglyphs. He had Odin, right? Like,
Right.
he was able to use the voice of all things to find the poneglyph. But then Odin used his ability through passed down whatever to actually do it. So pudding isn't going to actually be useful in reading a poneglyph. Like, that's not going to be a thing. By the way, guys.
I feel like Binks.
Big Mom lied to us.
I feel like the name Binks though has something to do with Davy.
Sorry, just to kind of finish my point on that one, and then I'll get you, or let you go. Is that I think that like Binks is Joy Boy's Odin, and like that's basically what it is.
That's
So
what.
you think
Ghost, you stole it right out of my nose, dude. Yeah, I was about to say like the same similar thing. That essentially that Binks is an
Yeah,
out.
sorry, that was like my finishing sentence, and I was just like, if that's gonna be it.
But yeah, I think Binks is like an outside entity in the crew that's more so someone who's a scribe of the story, right? And that's why we have Binks' music, his music notes. It's Binks' message or music story that he made. But I don't think Joy Boy himself is Binks. I think Binks is a musician that drinks and sings. So he drinks, sings, Binks, and he drinks and writes his music. That's more so what it's supposed to be the association of. That's what I've always thought.
now my question to you guys is: do you think that Binks was the one?
Personally, I don't really go into the whole deep idea of Binks even being an actual person, so I don't have a true answer for you, but I think Ghost might have a better answer for you than I would.
But if he were, he'd probably be from
From
like
one,
I said, if
because
he's the Odin like parallel, he would be from the Kazuki bloodline probably, or even
Wanna.
the Amatsuki if there was like a little bit of like a intertwining there.
Crazy thing parallel to that too is Gecko Moria gets introduced with taking Brooks' shadow, and Brooks the musician that introduces us to Binks Sake. So, W parallel right there, Ghosty. W parallel.
Okay. Now what if Binks is like in some way a I'm gonna use Tommy Reversi into this. What if instead of a Kozuki, he was actually the Kurozumi that was actually a good Kurozumi and not like Orochi?
I agree.
It'd be cool.
I agree that there's like a Kurozumi connection just because he obviously has the purple hair, so that's like the closest tie that we can have. We have Otama and Orochi both having the purple hair. We don't really get to see Higurashi and the other old man young, so we don't know if they had purple hair, but we can assume that it's a pretty familial thing, just like the Shimatsuki have like the blue and the green tie.
I mean,
Right.
the biggest thing with that, what I talk about is Joy Boy being passed on. I mean, that's like the biggest thing in my Croco Joy Boy theory, that Joy Boy is a passed on title. And they're like, how if Luffy's Joy Boy? Well, if Luffy's Joy Boy and we have Joy Boy from the past, that means we have two different Joy Boys. It's a title. There's one from the past, it's whoever awakens the Nika fruit. And that's why I said the same thing applies to the man marked by flames. It's passed on to a man that dies, journeys through the underworld. So Joy Boy is essentially the title that's passed on to the sun god. The man marked by flames is essentially the title that's passed on to the moon god, or the moon figure. So yeah, it is kind of crazy, as Ghost said, that I like to see a lot of people, you know, or at least it now being considered that Joy Boy's name was in the title. But I thought that was kind of the most obvious thing we had, with being a Joy Boy from the past and Luffy awakening and being Joy Boy. But I don't know, Ghost, we saw many comments I would get all the time about, how do you know Joy Boy's a title? It's not a title. Luffy's Joy Boy. What?
It's like, I know it's a title because Luffy's name is in Straw Hat. Like, that's...
Exactly.
And maybe it's just because I said it. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's just because I said it.
Maybe.
It's fucking crazy.
And I'm glad, well, at least we know most people assume that, right, Mickey? That's a good thing. But Zebek, if that marks the end of that theory, my friend, I would like to try and get Ryan up here too, because I know he wants to share one of his theories too with us.
Alrighty then.
But my friend, I appreciate you for coming up and sharing. Your theory was awesome, dude. And by the way, the video you have, I'm definitely gonna check it out. Try and give it a repost, talking about, because the whole parallel you have of just Black Maria with Saturn, most people wouldn't realize that, but that's an easy way for you to have guessed like one of the Gorsei's powers. Saturn's powers are going to be this creature based off of Black Maria and the way she acts. And if you guess that, with us knowing his connections to Kuma and science, they'd probably call you crazy, but then you get it W right on the spot, right? So, W pull, my friend. That's a W pull for you.
You want to know where I got them? You want to know how I got that theory?
How'd you get that one?
Off of a cosplay.
A cosplay? Okay.
Literally.
Fair.
You know Chrissy,
Oh, yeah.
the very known cosplayer who does. She did Black
Probably.
Maria, and I was just like, it just hit me. I was just like, Saturn's a Gyuki, which is half ox, half spider. She is a spider. Then I did my research on Maria, and I was just like, she's an ancient devil fruit user. A Gyuki is an ancient spirit. So connect those two. Boom.
I mean, even the fact that the Gyuki is part spider and she's a spider, you win right there, my friend. You already got your dub, you know?
Good looking out. All right, brothers.
My brother, appreciate you for coming up and sharing with us. And I hope you have a good night, my friend.
Good
You
chat.
too. You too. All right. Peace.
I do join, if you check my Rock Teams Back playlist, I talk about him being compared to Genghis Khan. Okay, I'm gonna take a bowl. We touched 10K legs.
That's true. Yes,
We're almost at-
get stepped into another theory here.
Yeah, we're almost at 15K, so I'm gonna take another quick bowl real quick.
I'll take a little puff shot. BRB.
Dude, just that thing is so cool. How you can take those, it just warms it up and it's ready to go. I appreciate you guys for spamming the live with likes. We definitely appreciate you guys. Alright, here we go. Oh. Studying is more important, my friend. Studying is much more important. Okay, but back to Shamrock, definitely Dragon Spy. I don't want to say definitely, but I think there's a high possibility that Shamrock is secretly a good guy and possibly working with Dragon behind the scenes. Oh my god. I talked about the fact that I said, don't be surprised if we find out Shamrock's actually a good guy. Don't be surprised. Then I made a whole video about the fact that Shamrock is Kobe's father is Shamrock. His mother's Jenny. people got mad at me. But if we find out Shamrock's actually a good guy working with Dragon behind the scenes that saved them from God Valley, oh man, they gonna owe me some apologies. Go look at the comments and they gonna owe me some apologies. They were tripping. They were tripping. Even then, even if, just aside from the fact, Ginny does not know Shamrock. And Shamrock's whole thing, the whole thing about the Garlings and that whole family is their beauty and their allure. So if Shamrock approached her out when she was stationed where she was in the East, ended up getting her to fall in love, staying there with her for a bit, then coming back and deciding, I want you as my wife, I'm gonna kidnap you. Oh yeah. But but we're seeing a crazy parallel kind of to this too. Garling comes to God Valley, has a kid, then says, I'm gonna take my kid and kill you. But just flip the dominant reverse of the story, he takes the woman and not the kid. And Kobe gets left behind and abandoned. Ginny gets stolen. Kobe would have been 4 by that time too, I believe. I think I've seen a couple people say Shanks lost his arm on purpose. Maybe I think it's kind of like something we can definitely put on the table, like a high possibility. He lost it on purpose for the future generations.
Yeah, and also just to kind of take a mental load off. Just like, it's kind of like, you know, Boa has the slave brand on her back, and she doesn't want anybody to see it. It's a mark of shame. The Figureland crest on his arm, or a mark of the Celestial Dragons, to Shanks is a mark of shame, or like a slave brand of its own making, like of its own kind. So to have that removed, he was more than happy. Quite let it happen.
Sorry, mind blank for a bit, buddy. I was checking down.
All good.
I had to check something. I do know one thing. This is actually a good question you have here. I heard when people say he has an abyss mark on his arm, he had to get rid of it. We had no confirmation Shanks actually had an abyss mark. It was more so like a family insignia, like a brand mark, honestly, I would say. That's what I would associate that with.
You see Sommer's massive tattoo on his arm? Massive tattoo, speaking of. So that one is very distinct, and then Shanks's is just a small little... But then on the Holy Knights outfits, you have them on their armbands, those very same crests, but stylized for each family. Like Killingham's is different than Sommer's, that's just different than...
You know what I want to look at, Ghost? If all the abyss marks are some form of X. That's what I want to look at. No matter how it's shaped, I want to see if it's like some sort or some shape of an X, you know? Because, you know, X marks the spot traveling through...
Yeah, like the closest thing I could say looks like an X is kind of looks more like a star X, but it's like a 4-pointed star on a Summers. It's like the celestial hoof kind of evened out to be like... So it could be an X.
No, when you say that name Celestial Hoof, it just makes me think of the Celestial Paw. That's on like the back of their, like their symbolization. And like I don't know who I was talking to, but they came to me and they were like, dude, oh, it was Cash. Cash was like, yeah, Emu's definitely Davy Jones. And like the more I think about it, it makes sense for Emu to be Davy Jones. And not, I would say like, go ahead, my friend, go ahead.
With how literally layered a character Emu is probably going to be, like with how we kind of see them, or at least how I see them, like, you know, body of Lily, consciousness of Emu, shadow of Joy Boy, kind of like wealth, fame, and power in one. Like they're all Davy Jones, right? Like in one way or another, they. I am Spartacus.
Exactly. And like Davy Jones' whole thing is like, you know, cursed to the bottom of the sea. We already talked about that. You know, he flipped that curse. Now I'm cursed to the heavens. I think the demon in the mural is probably just Davy Jones.
You look at Tanjit, right? Like he's supposed to be our Davy Jones, like, you know, physical parallel of manifestation, with like how he looks in the SBS. He was basically just up on stilts, you know, quote unquote walking the seafloor, but he's up in the sky, right? Like he's avoiding the seafloor.
Another parallel to the moon figure, Zunisha. Zunisha, take my crime. Gets into what I had to do. Walk the seafloor forever, but long legs into the sky. Oh man, that's crazy. So probably to prevent.
You have Shelly, the one who was left behind, right? Like left behind from their herd. Like I suspect the rest isn't the Florian Triangle.
That's Zunisha, right? And think about probably the parallel is in order to prevent Zunisha from drowning with the rising tides, they were stretched and elongated. That would not surprise me.
Yeah, thank you for the 15K likes, guys.
Yeah, appreciate you guys for the 15K likes. Oh man, we love you guys for all the love shown in Theory Piece here. Should take another bowl for it.
Maybe we should get Ryan up in here.
Ryan, let's bring you up, buddy. I got you. Let's bring you up. Let's see what you got. Let's see what theory you got to share. Bree, thank you for joining the team, my friend. I appreciate you.
Yo.
What's up, buddy?
So it's not really a theory, but like we already know Davy Jones is related to Blackbeard, but I found evidence that proved it all the way since his introduction.
Okay.
Wait, I can't really show my screen, but like I have like images and manga panels. Where can I send that?
You can send them here in the chat, and I can pull them up here. They'll show up in stream for everybody to see. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in
In the Discord chat
In
here.
the theory piece.
Just in here in the Discord chat right here
Yeah,
in the
that-
message channel.
Here, this is the first image I want to show you. This is literally like the first time you see Blackbeard. Look at the bartender. He had a tattoo that looked exactly like Davy Jones in the original thing. So that's the first thing I saw. I'm like, that's exactly like Davy Jones. So I was like, okay, he already had this thought out since the start. And then this is what else I found out. Look,
Okay, what's
bounty,
next?
When he was first introduced as the emperor, his bounty was 2,247,000,000, right? But when you read 4760 in photonically in Japanese, Shina Mure, it means like undying spirit or deathless ghost. And you know, that's like Ghost of Yona, like one of Davy Jones's titles. So I thought of that too. And then look, when they're first talking about him, he sinks down everything to him. And so let me send the panel. I think it'll be easier to send the panel for this one. But the way they describe Davy Jones is almost exactly like Blackbeard's powers. So I thought that that's definitely. It might not be that he had the fruit. He may have had it. I don't know. But that's another thing I saw. So this is how I'm connecting it. The final thing is when you literally go to Davy Jones' locker, Wikipedia. First it says is Davy Jones' locker is a metaphor for the oceanic abyss. So that's what I figured out. But this is what I want to do. I want to tie it into the main story now, but I haven't really figured that part out.
I got you. Can I help?
You think he's Emu.
Can I help?
Yeah. I know you think he's Emu. So yeah. You can.
Davy Jones is locked within the abyss, right? He's locked within the deepest, darkest parts of the abyss, right? So if I were Davy Jones and I wanted to get out of the abyss, what would I do? Flip the world. Now I'm stuck within the sky, right? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So Emu being but also now if I flip the world, what does Davy Jones now have control over? He's in the deepest, darkest parts of the abyss. He can go from the bottom to the top, but he's flipped that. So this is the bottom of the abyss where Davy Jones is. But now he's flipped the abyss.
So he's at the top now.
So that means he can always travel through the abyss and come out anywhere he wants, right?
Yeah. So do you think that they mean when they say it's a metaphor for the oceanic abyss? Do you think they're literally
In
saying-
Greek mythology, the word abyss or abyssos means the deepest, darkest part of the ocean. I believe Davy Jones is Emu, and that's why they were able to control the abyss, because that's where they got sentenced to first, and they gained control over that place. You're damn right, my friend.
That makes sense. So there's also like one more thing I want to tell you. It was less a question, but it's more of like an idea I had. So, you know how Devon had taken Saturn's face, right?
Correct.
So we could assume that no one really knows Saturn died yet. So this is what I thought. Why would she do that? So I think that this is how it's gonna tie back to Garp. She's probably gonna put Saturn as her face, right? And then she'll be the one to execute Garp while she has Saturn as her face. So then it would make people more angry at the government, and it would make things more chaotic and better for Beard to take over the new Marine Fort headquarters is what I'm thinking.
It's a great idea. Create a lot of chaos. Killing the hero of the Marines, Garp, who just saved Kobe. It would
Yeah,
it would
so
also make
no one's
everyone
gonna know.
think that the world government's working with pirates because they know that Blackbeard. Everyone knows Blackbeard has Garp. So if Saturn were to come and kill Garp, it'd probably convince people that, hey, the world government is working with the pirates now, the Blackbeard pirates in specific. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it pushes them into a corner because like we can't reveal Saturn died, but in the same time now they have to admit, yeah, we worked with pirates to kill Garp. So it's a win-win for Blackbeard.
On both sides, it is a win-win. Yes, sir. Hey, I think that's an awesome theory, my friend. That effectively brings Blackbeard and Pirate Hachinosu into the play of the world government in the eyes of Celestial too. Is like a big player in the story. Like maybe even they get a seat in like the next Reverie, depending on how much farther the story progresses. If we get like a little time skip here.
Oh yeah, I think. Oh yeah, there's another thing I wanted to ask you. Do you think like Elbaf is actually gonna have like a big time skip? Because I like heard stuff about that.
Yes.
But I'm not actually sure. So
Yes.
what are you thinking? Because like I don't think it's actually time dilation. I just think that like
I think
stuff
it's a
is
time
slowly-
skip in the outside world, but time won't be skipped for the Straw Hats.
So you actually believe in the whole time dilation thing?
Well, if you think about this, right, we still have not gotten a time step for the entire time we've gotten here to Elbaf. We came here drugged up on Green Ferry, drunk. So we don't, and then we woke up on the island, and we don't know how long we were on that ship. We don't know how long we have been asleep on this island, and we don't know when we woke up, and we don't know how long we've actually been sitting on this island doing these events. We were in a cage for a bit, and we didn't know when night or day passed. Something's not right
Yeah,
here.
that is true. But
A lot of
I think
things that
that's
pertaining
bad for
to
the Straw Hat.
I think it would be good and bad. Good because it would establish Luffy and give him some time to establish his name as an emperor and a Yonko. If events were to happen in the outside world, and Luffy would have just have been basically in his own Yonko area, a Yonko place, doing his own thing. Because think about it, the way the Straw Hats work, when they're around, they're showing up, doing a bunch of crazy events. Then Sabaody King, they disappeared for a while. Now I think we're on the same time as the timeline. They show up, they pull a bunch of crazy events. Now they're gonna disappear for a bit. Remember everyone in the time skip? Where's the Straw Hat crew? Where's this powerful crew? Where'd they go? Then they came back in the time skip. I think it would be the same thing here in Elbaf. The Yonko crew, the Straw Hats, where'd they go? Then they come back and we hear about what the Straw Hats have been doing, and they have all their Yonko statements.
So you could correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't like Vivi like put stuff in the newspaper like a message, right? So she wants to reunite with them if I'm not wrong. So I think that's setting up for like her getting kidnapped or something. And that's maybe how they'd come to the Holy Land. That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, I think it's setting up for Vivi because I think Emu definitely wants Vivi or is after Vivi for sure.
Because I'm
I
thinking
think
like
Emu is after Vivi, Luffy's gonna be trapped, and then he's gonna settle for Nami.
because like now I'm thinking
Like,
why
yeah,
would they go
Luffy's
to the
gonna be
Holy
the
Land?
one that gets like actually kidnapped, and then like Vivi is going to link up with the Straw Hats, and then we'll see Emu actually like lock eyes with Nami and be like, "Oh wait, that's what I actually need. That's better."
So like
Kind of like
a-
when NL took her up to the Arc Maxim, just like, "Come on, you're good."
Yeah, I do see that because I don't see another way they'd actually go to Marishwa besides like, something to do with Eevee. I feel like that's the perfect setup because the children is not going to be what takes them to Marishwa anymore.
In the wiki, Loki is 63 and Kaido is 59. Yeah, it doesn't. I've always said the fact that Kaido should be a lot older. He doesn't. Kaido's older than all of them. And if Elbaf acts as a time dilation, it makes sense if Kaido was born on Elbaf, had his time, and then his time changed as he moved to a different island. So the way time affects him is different. Because Loki should not be older than Kaido. That is for sure. And again, don't trust the wiki.
So there's actually one more thing. Like I put it in the theory thing earlier. And I was explaining why I thought Vivi would join, kind of telling you what I just told you. But now I'm like wondering, why do you think like Loki will be the one to join? How would that even work? You know?
We've got 4 different ways to change the size of the ship if you're worrying about its size. The whole theme of Ragnarok is the Yujutsu tree being destroyed, and the Yujutsu tree itself is what the atom wood, which is what the Sunny's made out of. So that tree is definitely going to get burned down, I believe, here in Elbaf. Just rebuild the Sunny with it, make it bigger, upgrade it. Or Loki ends up having powers that allow him to shapeshift and change his size. Or we go to Biblio, the giant owl, who can change the size of things. And final option, the Sunny ends up getting the devil fruit that is Kuma's, the pawpaw fruit, and changes its size there.
Like
I think the most reasonable one is the Biblio one because, like, if you go back to Water 7, which this is going to be kind of like paralleling here soon, or a lot more, is you have Fukuro, who is like, the silent owl, who is, obviously, a blabbermouth, but Frankie is the one that fights them. In this case, we're going to be saving the owl, who is very silent in this moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one way that our shipwright will get them onto the Sunny, and that's how the Sunny will, an inorganic thing, be able to be expanded. At least temporarily.
So that's how he joined, but like, why do you think he joined? Like, looking at how Loki is, would it be like some like redemption or like I don't know?
Family.
I feel like he's.
Acceptance. He hasn't had that. He needs it. That's what the Straw Hats are.
Oh yeah, true. I feel like maybe towards the end of the story, he connect with Katakuri. It would honor Big Mom's dreams for Katakuri, and I feel like it honored Harold's dreams to connect the Giants with the rest of the world. So it connect Big Mom's dream to Harold. I feel like it would go full circle. That's what I think will happen.
To see them become friends, that'd be cool. To see them help each other in the final war. Like Katakuri has a Loki saving moment in the final war where he pops in and saves Loki. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I would love that.
It's gonna be like Loki is gonna see in Luffy what he saw in Zebek, and when he actually beats Blackbeard, it's gonna be like how Whitebeard's just like, you're not the one. Loki's just like,
All right.
you're nothing like your father. Like, what the fuck? Like, dude, like,
Yeah,
you
I
Joe?
think
Like, who are you?
I don't think it'll even happen when he finds out he's Nika. I think it's just gonna happen like at events of when he sees him like protecting Elbaf. I feel like, which is how it's gonna be like become like a territory. I feel like it's gonna be the next territory because he's gonna see them protecting it. Loki's gonna have a change of mind, and I think it'll affect Hyrodine too.
Good night, Thrust.
How he sees everything. So it bring everything full circle. I feel like.
It would be a nice full circle of everything, my friend. I wouldn't mind that either.
And after this flashback, Quill and I have kind of discussed the fact that it probably won't even be like any of Luffy's words that truly like sway him, because he's already like invited him to the crew and all this shit. Just like, oh come on, like if I invite him to the crew, you can't do anything, right? After this whole flashback, you're gonna get this like little like serious moment of Chopper going, yeah, I totally get it. People made fun of me because of my blue nose too, and Loki's just gonna find that so fucking funny. He's just like, dude, like my mother threw me off a mountain. What do you mean you understand? Like,
Your
I was
mother-
2 seconds old, getting tossed at fucking.
Your mother threw you off a mountain? My dad shot at me and tried to kill me, dude, and then I poisoned and killed him. Who has a worse story?
They're not the same.
They both killed their dads, right? Him and Loki killed their dads. Loki's got to join the crew, bro. He's got the same.
Unfortunate circumstances.
Him and Chopper have the same exact backstory. Born differently, ostracized. You know what I'm saying? This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
Carnage of
Well, and then like a
Imperials?
misconception about their like lineage and powers and whatever else, like leading to their father's demise.
Chopper being literally called a monster and depicted as a monster. Loki actually being a fucking monster. Like, oh, this is beautiful. Monster Point is literally just Loki Point, because Monster Point is literally just looks like Loki. The hair is the same and everything. Like, if you put Monster Point and Loki side by side, they're the same thing. Even the hand build of Chopper. Chopper gets the ancient giant arm build too, or hand build. And that's why Loki, Chopper, and Luffy, new top three. Popeye arms, baby. But Ryan, my friend, I appreciate you for coming up and sharing your theories, my guy. I mean, you were on fire.
Yeah, of course, bro. Thanks for having me.
My guy, you are always welcome to come up during 3P, share with us, and come talk with us, my friend, at any time, anytime.
Yeah,
I
man,
like
it was
that you
nice
came
chatting.
with receipts and panels.
Yeah, you came with heat, dude. You came with some heat. We love that. We love when people are ready and we got stuff to show everybody on stream, and we appreciate that.
Visual aids are always nice.
Yeah, I just thought it kind of tied into what you said about like Davy Jones being emu and stuff. So I just thought it was cool.
Oh, it was beautiful. It tied in perfectly. We were able to piggyback right off of that. But hey, my friend, I appreciate you for coming by, and we will see you, next time you decide to come up and share with us, and right now in stream while you're watching Theory Piece, my guy.
Yep. All right. See you.
Yes, sir. See you later, my friend. Earth God Beetle confirmed you're funny. Let's see what we missed here. Joe with some emotes. I see you, buddy. It all leads to Dominic Toretto family. Vin Diesel. Do we think Blackbeard would have stayed on Whitebeard's crew if he was the one that found this fruit? It's a good question. Probably not. He probably still would have dipped. I just don't think he would have killed Thatch, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think the fact that he, like, felt the need to kill him and dip meant he was going to dip either way.
Yeah,
like that's like he used Whitebeard as a means to an end, which is completely fair, I guess, in the pirating world.
You know what makes me?
Like,
you know what I wonder though? Was Thatch that much stronger than Blackbeard? Was Thatch him? Because Blackbeard snuck him from behind. He could have took it. He could have slowed down fruit when Thatch was sleeping. He could have killed Thatch in his sleep. No, he snuck Thatch from behind, which means Thatch might have put the belt to ass on Blackbeard if he tried any other type of shit. It makes me wonder about who Thatch is, bro. Because Thatch seems to be kind of him. But first, we ran into Marco, the first commander, Ace, the second commander, Joseph, the third commander. The fourth commander still should be somebody that's him. It was Thatch. Thatch should be him. And right now, the fourth, it's Vista, I believe. And Vista still was clashing with Mihawk. Thatch was somebody, bro. He was definitely somebody.
I wonder if Blackbeard, like the rest of the Holy Knights, is able to suppress his presence. Because that's one thing that we've seen with the Holy Knights. They're like, they can actually suppress their presence.
There's a possible. I mean, it would make sense if they're like. I'm sure Shanks knows how to do it.
Well, Shanks says Observation Killer, and then we have Mihawk the Clairvoyant, probably someone who can, you know, put images in your head, and then you have Blackbeard kind of being the one who can just not even have to deal with it.
Vista's fifth.
It's just like, you're not even going to know I'm there.
No, Vista. I'm saying Vista's the new fourth, even though he technically didn't get named. I don't think they ever replaced the fourth commander actually after Thatch died. I can't wait to see Hachinosu's finish, Joe.
Coming along. Hell yeah, Joe. I saw that and I was just like, what is this at first? As I came in through like the back, I
Whitebeard
didn't
being
understand the grandiosity. And
Whitebeard being a Buccaneer is there's a I mean, I think he is. If I were to say so, I think Whitebeard's a Buccaneer for sure. I think Whitebeard's a Buccaneer. Usopp power up when he gets Dami Reversi. That's my only like. If Usopp's gonna get some type of massive power up like everyone thinks and wants to see, it's gonna come through Dami Reversi. That's the only way I see it coming. Not through some like moment of Usopp pulling out some crazy attack he's been saving or holding. Nah, I think it's just gonna be an Usopp Dami Reversi moment. Either that or we get another observation hockey power up. Future sight moment.
like,
but
we already see that he's lethal. Like, he would have killed Gunko if he actually knew the secret of how to damage them, or if he had the actual ability to do that, right?
That's what I find
That
so
was a kill
funny
shot.
too. Usopp does not. Bro, Usopp
That was a
doesn't.
kill shot.
He doesn't play. You scare him one time the wrong way, he'll kill you, bro. He shot her so quick, bro, and blew her whole body off, bro. You're lucky you're invulnerable. You'd be dead. Usopp doesn't play like that anymore, bro. He can kill you now. So I'm a scary bitch, but I'm gonna kill you anyways. Like, scare me? Ah! He gonna still unload a 30 clip in you. You dead. That's Usopp for you, and that's why I love him, bro. Back for 5 minutes. Good to see you, Austin. Hope work's going good for you, my friend.
Hey. What's good, my boy?
What is the peace man? I don't know that.
You scare Usopp, he's gonna scare you a little. He's gonna scare the like life out of you.
It's like that one friend you scare him too hard and he might punch you in the face if you try and if you pop on him. Usopp's gonna shoot you.
Yeah, he reaches a point where like if you just like, you know, play with them a little bit too much and they just start raging. It's just...
Night Star coming in from Austin. We appreciate you, my friend. Thank you, my guy. We appreciate you very much. Again, I hope work is going well for you. Oh, 20K likes too. W's in the chat. We appreciate you guys all the way. Damn.
Oh, we got the Tater Awesome TikTok. Boom, boom.
Yes.
I heart you lives. Ice cream cones, GG's.
And a Zen man. Music on stage. Thank you, Austin.
Music on stage.
You not caught up, but have they talked about Garp yet? Nah, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. If they had, I would also wouldn't want to really spoil it for you.
you, Austin.
I actually think I agree with that stuff. Usopp needs to almost die in order for him to level up. And the friendship, the Rosas, the High Bears, Austin, thank you, and the Tiny Diny, thank you, my
The
guy.
journey pass, he's trying to flip in like the random ones like we don't notice. Heart puff.
Harpub, the love you
Tiny
so
Diny's
much.
Love, even.
Journey Pass, Tiny Diny's Bananas. AJ, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, another super fan. How did Whitebeard go under the radar as a Buccaneer when he's so, like, known? I mean, I don't think he would have gone under the radar. I think it's more so what you just said there. He's too strong, so they couldn't do shit about it. And he got a whole crew to back him. Like, he's an emperor. You weren't doing anything about it anyways. I'm a Buccaneer. Do something about it. That was Whitebeard. Headed back to work. We'll
What's up,
see you
Kev?
later, my friend. You have a good one.
Thank you, Austin. Take it
What's up,
easy.
Kev?
Thanks for rolling back.
I don't think Brooke is Vanderdecken before he hit the Yomi Yomi. No, sir, because we see them both existing at the same time. I reposted Mr. E's theories about the Peacemakers and Morgan from Otis first time trying to make One Piece. I mean, what are you asking specifically about it, my friend? Yeah, that's what I would like to ask. What do I think about it?
What do you think about it? Yeah, I guess.
Think-
Conceptually.
I don't really have a theory pertaining
I like
to
it.
it. You know, I like it. That's all I can really give you. I like it. He's got the theory on it, my friend, not me. So, Kev, thank you for the roses, my guy. 25 roses. We appreciate you. Usopp is a Zushni Dodo, a mixed race of giant and dwarves? Very possible. I could see it. Usopp being a giant and dwarf, Tamtada, connections he's had, Usoland, and then him wanting to be and connected to the giants. It would make sense. So yeah, I don't put it past Usopp being a Zushni Dodo. Marco and Vista knew something already at Marineford. You know his body's... yeah, they definitely already knew something at Marineford about Blackbeard ever since the beginning. They say his body's different. Them saying that Blackbeard's body's different from the beginning hints at the fact that even people in the crew might have known that Blackbeard was a Buccaneer from the beginning. And not even a Buccaneer. He's some kind of crazy special race. But something, I don't know, something like is hinting at the fact that he died.
Yeah, in the back of my head, I'm seeing like him in Zebek's arms, just like either unconscious or actually gone.
Yes, like Zebek crying with Blackbeard dead. I'm pretty sure this man died. Like this is referencing, like this is Marineford over again. This time it's just...
I mean, they killed a kid in the first couple chapters with Zoro. You know, like Kuina died in a flashback. So why? It's time to take out another kid, I guess.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see Garling end up being the one that killed Blackbeard, the child. Like we see a wife and child get stabbed at the same time moment, which would be sad.
Oh.
AJ, thank you for the roses.
Yeah, not that it's funny, but it's gonna be the exact same like pose and thing as Ace saving Luffy. But like you know how Jinbei trying to save Luffy and like getting the lava hits both of them.
Damn dog. It's gonna be bad, but I mean, shit. What's crazy to me is Garling stabs. So Garling stabbed her.
I think I know. Like he stabs her and leaves the kids. Dragon is able to then get the kids. It's like, why did Garling leave the kids after he's like, oh yeah, I'll take them.
Like, did he stab the kids? Did he come specifically here to stab this woman and then leave to make a lackey pick up the kids? Why'd you stab her? Bro is a menace, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, this shit's not making any sense to me. He just stabbed the woman.
If they survived the 3 weeks, they were worth it. Like, it's probably like a weird sort of thing where it's just like, if you survive this, then you're worthy of being called my children, right? So like Shamrock somehow made his way back to Marie Joie, but it plays into the fact that we think that like a lot of the Holy Knights are like bastard children or like kind of like black sheep of the family. if you think Shamrock's kind of a good guy being like subjugated and like forced to be bad, that plays into that as well, right?
It would make sense. He's deep undercover. He's probably got a parallel all
Yeah,
Fiji.
he's like he is the Denjiro. You know?
Well, between the sun and the moon figure is always the one who sits and waits, like Denjiro did, like Calgary had to do, waiting for Nolan. Yeah. That idea I have that Shamrock's not a bad guy, man. I like it. Looks looking pretty bright, buddy. Shamrock is a dragon spy. I mean, I don't know. Possibly, definitely a possibility. He wanted the kids as trophies for the hunt. I don't know. Taking kids as trophies is crazy. If he wanted kids as trophies for a hunt that were his own kids, kill him. Kill him. Look at me. I slept with this woman, destroyed her island, stole her kids. Now they're my trophies. What? Get rid of him. Kill that man now. He's got to go.
Oh yeah, he needs to be buried beneath Marie Joie.
Like, he's might be worse than
Buried
evil.
beneath Fishman Island.
Like, evil creates evil. The evil that is evil creating an even worse evil that is Garling. Shaki is stronger and would make stronger kids, maybe. I mean, I think if there's a kid, Shaki has a kid, it's Buggy. It's the only person who fits the timeline for Shaki to have a kid. Do you think at some point Luffy and Dragon team up? I think they fight. I don't think we're going to get a team up for them more so than we see them fight each other, honestly.
Even if it's like a small little like fight and then they go off their separate ways. Like think of like Wiper when they get up to Skypiea. They were like in the way of their assault. It's just like, all right, we're gonna wash you, get you out of our way because you're actually being an obstacle right now. I think it's gonna be a similar situation. One of them is gonna view the other as an obstacle and be like, get out of my way, or I will have to fight you. And then it'll just be an overwhelming show of force from one side.
I think Zunisha is Queen Lily, or Queen Lily is Zunisha. Same difference.
And it's not that wild of a thought when you think about not just the immortality surgery, but the personality swap. You just swap Lily into the consciousness of Zunisha for her blunder.
You thought Saturn was the
And you now
strongest.
have current Zunisha.
My friend, that's just, I mean, I guess your opinion, you just turned out to be wrong. So, I don't know what made you think Saturn was the strongest, but you know, yeah.
He's definitely one of the most menacing that we've seen, unless we get like some crazy exposition and backstory for all the other ones. Saturn was just a schemy, just penguin-esque villain.
Would how a crew is built show what kind of crew they are? For example, Roger was what? I don't know. Now, Dragon and Luffy finna fight for game, then team up or be of use to each other themselves. But I think they're just gonna fight to the death, personally. Bye, Dragon. Dragon's dying. Why? It's not
I don't
actual.
think Luffy and Dragon would fight to the death. Like I could see them fighting, but I could see like
Well, I don't think it's like to the death.
Blackbeard
Like,
coming in afterwards and just be like, "Oh, you're weak or distracted."
well, I think it's more so like Dragon needs to die because he's been down reverse suit, so he's gotta die. Like it's a dark dragon. Like more so, what happened to Zebeka God Valley? What we believe happened to him. It's what I believe what happened to Dragon, where he becomes the dragon, and then the Nika figure has to slay the dragon. He's got no choice but to put his father down. Now is Dragon super
I guess
super dead?
Like the best example would be like Loki and Harold.
Literally, yeah, exactly. Now, would Dragon be fully dead? I don't think so. I think, you know, there's no true death in One Piece. Everybody's soul is trapped in the abyss, and they're gonna be freed from there at some point. End up in like this grand paradise.
Why do we think they're gonna fight? I think at a base level they're gonna fight over the fact that they're restricting food to anybody. Like Luffy's ideals are just like a world where anyone can eat, everybody can eat. So like the fact that he's gonna have like an autistic like OCD moment where he's just like, no, you're starving people. Like that is not good. Like
You know
like,
what?
not only are you starving the people up there, but you're starving the slaves that are still like up there. Like they're not the only ones suffering.
You know what would surprise me even more? Like, wouldn't surprise me even more if it's not Dragon Dame Reversi, but Luffy, who gets his body taken over by Emu, as in, like, she takes his devil fruit, uses his body as a vessel, then uses that to fight. Like, the Stratude and the people who come to save Luffy from the Holy Land, they end up having to fight Luffy. Like, Luffy's body that's being controlled by Emu, and Dragon ends up joining in that fight, too. And that's where we get the whole Luffy and Dragon meeting. Dragon dies during that fight, and we already have a Luffy who is dead within the Abyss, so now they're both within the Abyss, and they have that actual father-son meeting. They finally meet each other, but it's not until death. And that's why we got Dragon staring east the entire time. Because he's just been watching his son grow up, because he knows when they finally do meet, they're going to fight to the death and kill each other. One's going to die. You know?
A child is really his parents' weakness and also his downfall.
Same thing. It's like a Loki and Harold story. How Loki had to kill Harold. Loki had the prophecy of slated to kill his father too. Same exact thing. They knew it was coming, knew it was inevitable. They loved each other. Harold loves Loki, as we can see. They don't hate each other, but it was inevitable that he was going to kill his father, as they knew, and he ends up killing his father because of what happened to his father. So I think the same prophecy is there with Luffy. Because think about it. That prophecy of Loki killing his father, he also has the same prophecy that Luffy had to destroy Fishman Island, to destroy the world. Loki just has it through lore. Ragnarok. Loki's the one who leads Ragnarok, destroying the world and destroying the 9 cosmos, the Yggdrasil tree. Luffy has that same exact parallel. He's just missing the in-universe story, but he's got the mythology 1-to-1 already. And they have the in-universe explanation that he's already going to destroy Fishman Island. So apply that to the world and the ideal and the theme of Sun God Nika. Yeah, Loki and Luffy are direct parallels. It's just Luffy's the Sun God Nika that destroys the dragon. So the child is the son figure, or the child is the Nika figure. The father is the dragon. But for Loki's story in Elbaf, it's flipped. The father figure is Nika, so that's King Harold. He's the Nika figure. He's not actually Nika, but he's your Nika or sun god figure. And Loki himself is the dragon figure, instead of the father being. And you see that because Luffy literally is Nika, his father's name is Dragon. Same theme there in Elbaf with Loki having dragon eyes. So you lost Loki, like, for real this time? Joke.
Well, going into the mythology of things, that's why I think, like, it's not going to be Luffy and Dragon fighting to some, like, demise or something like that. It's going to be, like I said, maybe Emu takes over his body, but I think it's going to be Dragon and Blackbeard, like I've stated a couple times. The whole Ektal and Xolotl conflict to bring about the fifth son. That's Dragon and Blackbeard, so I could see them fighting to the death in, like, this current conflict up in Marijois.
That would surprise me either if Blackbeard ends up coming in, like if Luffy has a battle with Dragon, maybe Blackbeard ends up coming up and finishing him off and, you know, killing him. Possibly even affecting him in a certain way. So Zoro's going to slay the winged beast Gorosei. Zoro's only real matchup for a Gorosei is really Nostro. Him or Brook are the ones set to fight Nostro. I could see Oda matching Zoro up against Warcry just because Oda always gives Zoro these unmethodical ass people to attack. Now, Jupiter, the big sandworm, that's a Chopper victim right there all day. He digs, goes in the ground. Chopper has antlers that can dig. That guy's a Chopper victim. Oh, man.
That guy's just a big old Miss Merry Christmas.
Oh, quite lit. I didn't even think of that. Miss Merry Christmas to her and her mole fruit digging around and shit. But also, I'm kind of just thinking about the Gorosei. They lose Saturn. Now there's the 4. Out of all the 4, he would be the least one with the most authority out of all those Gorosei. At least I think so. Did you notice that Mars is the one who's, like, in the anime they're portraying as he's the one who's, like, telling them everything? He's like, we gotta find, like, oh, bro, Mars is exciting me. Like, they're just giving him the spotlight he's needed in the anime, bro. Like, The blast breath goes. You know, that's gonna be. I'm waiting for that. That's gonna be my new thing. Like his blast breath. Oh my god,
There's like it's probably in that facility. That one.
bro. Yes, he just tweeted like it's probably over there.
Doesn't even ask any questions.
There, I already know the charge up sound's gonna be ridiculous and everything. Like it's Kaido's charge up sound was ridiculous when he fought Gear 5 Luffy. He's about to power clip the fuck out of Kaido right now. I mean, him flying over Egghead made me feel more scared than when Kaido was flying over Wano. I was like, God, if I was on that island, the devil has got like what is that?
Dude, Zoro and Lucci were like taken back like 2 or 3 times during their fight. Every time they heard him screech, they're like, "What is that shit?"
Bro, and it made me so happy the way they showed it, bro, because like that's what my following thing is. If I get a follow, bro, it's just like they're fighting, and in the back of their minds, it's telling them, "Get the fuck out of there, bro. There is something around here,
This is
bro."
not worth it.
Bro, like it's
It's like, I know you're fighting to the death right now, but this is not worth your lives.
25K likes. Yeah, I'm gonna pack me a bowl. I can pack a bowl for that.
God damn.
You know what? This time, this means I need more medicine now too. I'm getting low.
I just ordered some more this morning. Huzzah!
Huzzah! How you feeling right now, buddy? Chilling.
Oh yeah.
Oh no! No! I hate when I open my tray and I don't
Your
just.
order has been shipped. Ha ha! Wonderful. See you Friday, sir.
What are you ordering, my friend?
What is it called? Frosted fruitcake. Yum yum. A whole ounce of her.
Have me and Ghost met in real life? No, Ghost lives in Canada. So,
Yeah, we live diagonally from each other.
but
Essentially.
I'm gonna come visit me down here in Florida, Ghosty up in Canada. I'm gonna make my way up there and come visit, cause I'd rather go there than him come here.
Sure, the government would rather both outcomes as well.
Well, I might come visit and then try and come back, and they might just tell me like, "No, you're not a U.S. citizen. You're lying." They'll never let me fucking back.
Part of Canada, the western sphere, near Chopper's homeland.
Man's casually invited himself. What are you talking about? You don't know what combos we have and have talked about hanging out and whatnot. Kick rocks, you bum. What's wrong with these people? What the fuck? Ghost, tell them you invited me over, bro.
Casual invite.
Seriously, bro.
Please tell them.
Tell them, bro. I'm not. Please, bro.
As you see my troll face activate,
Yeah, I heard.
I never invited him a single time. Not once have I ever.
Bro, Ghost, bro, listen, dude. I don't know, bro. What's wrong with fucking these people, bro? Or some of them, bro. I'll be sitting here in live chilling, like they'll be like, I don't know, they're like a couple few people in this motherfucker. Randomly, one of them will just pop in and just say the stupidest shit ever. Like sometimes some of them will just pop in here to just, I don't know, disagree with the theory for no reason. So like I try to let some of them come up and like chat and talk, and they just make themselves look stupid. I'm like, bro, you have the chance and opportunity to like, you disagree, you don't like it, explain yourself, but you just, I feel like you just came here to try and throw some insults, and now you just look like an asshole,
Yeah,
man.
it's now that we're trying to have like an educated conversation, falling behind.
You're falling behind. You're lacking here. You know, but it is what it is. Lego, I know you know we're not talking about you, and yeah, you disagree with everything I've said. You know what? Fair enough. I'll take it.
Stupid. You're stupid.
You're the dumb one. You know what? I just might be, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised. I know if I take a fat ass bowl, I'm gonna be real dumb then. Lego D Batman and Op. No, Joe, Lego is the Discord op for sure. Whenever you see Lego in Discord, that is the op. We love Lego though. Lego's one of the boys. I told you, Lego, I need to have a VC with you because I kind of need a favor from you, buddy. See if you can help me with something. He goes, bruh. Guys, what is one thing you're probably looking or expecting from this chapter, dude, besides what we got from those fucking spoilers? I'm not gonna lie, they're shitty. I didn't want to say it because we're so hyped for this chapter. It's God Valley, we've been expecting it, but these are shitty spoilers, bro. These are shitty.
I don't know. Yeah, like it. As far as it's interesting that Shocky just kind of got away on her own. Like they didn't even have her locked up or even like really looked after all that much. Like Somers got her.
That's how I know Loki's telling the story, bro. Do you see the glaze that's happening in just these spoilers towards the Rock's pirates? Everybody else betrayed. Kaido, Big Mom, and Whitebeard are walking around whooping ass, bro. Like, bro, seems like Loki's telling this fucking story. There's too much glaze right now. There's too much glaze.
Pirates are all just like.
Every Roger Pirate's being made to seem like a beast, made to seem like a bitch, bro. Like, they hear about what.
Except for Rayleigh.
And then you said how Shaggy escaped somehow. We don't know how. She just somehow gets away in the midst of all this battle going on. No one's near the stage where all the people are locked up. So how did Shaggy get away if she's locked up as a prize? Someone from the outside's telling this story. They don't know what the fuck's going on. They don't know how she got free. This shit ain't making no fucking sense, pal. It ain't making no sense.
I do like the speculation that he stowed away on a Herald ship and was able to like be privy to all these conversations, even like is at least some of them. Like I know we see him like sitting on the coast reading the newspaper.
Well,
I feel like Loki has been on the ship a couple times.
Well, Herald got introduced in 1142 or 1152. So if 1162 we see Herald show up or get introduced to God Valley pulling up, oh man, dude, I would, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be too surprised on that one. All I know is this chapter 1161 we should see something to do with the Forest God. 6-1, the 6, the darkness taking over the forest. This chapter should be all about bad shit, but like, there should be something to do with like some type of forest god implication, some type of female or woman. Obviously, more than likely alluding towards Shaggy, but maybe there's something else there, you know? 1161.
Maybe some more Gunko stuff.
What would make Emu even show up at God Valley that would make them just tweak out and say, like, Emu comes to Elbap and he's like, I am God, you know who I am? Like Emu with fucking Elbap right now is still losing there. Like, Loki's down there telling a flashback and Emu's just up there giving a whole speech. I am God, don't you ever dare defy me, I'll kill you all. Like, damn, Emu, alright, damn, fuck. Joe.
I think the, like, result of the God Valley incident changed a lot of things for the Celestial Dragons. Like, we see that Shamrock had essentially a family outside of Marichua. I don't think they're allowed to do that anymore. I'm pretty sure that there's no more like I don't think the hunting games go on as much anymore because of God Valley. Because it's like this went so terribly wrong. We lost so many like Celestial Dragons that even the Celestial Dragons were like, we want to be safe. So it'd be really interesting if like they haven't even done a hunting game since God Valley.
It would make sense if they haven't, because they're just scared of an event like that happening again. Plus, with crazy powerful pirates who were at God Valley and hated that event and knew what happened, like Big Mom and them. Would Big Mom and them really ever, if they heard about God Valley, would they ever let that happen again? I don't think so. I think they'd actually pull up and probably do something personally. Maybe not Kaido, but like Big Mom, I don't think she's standing for that shit.
Like, they're evil people, but they're like they're villains, not monsters, right?
There we
people
go.
that are under them are like absolute monsters. Like Dofi is a monster or whatever, but like Kaido, like push comes to shove, like you could convince him to turn his life around. You really could. With the portrayal that we see with like the Rocks Pirates and everything, he just eventually had enough. You know, like there was the straw that broke the camel's back, and then our current Kaido, this alcoholic mess who just, you know, is unreasonable to nth degree. Yeah, we have Big Mom in the flashback being like the one that's highlighted with the whole like money heist and like what is it, the church? There's like, you guys weren't giving out these donations anyway. We're just taking back what's rightfully, you know, been stolen anyway. Like all the things that they were doing seem to have an altruistic light to it, to a degree. At least anything that was shown on panel.
Yeah, it kind of has like a light connotation to it, whereas like there's the darker meaning behind everything. You know, like an example would be, fuck, them like when we get to Sabaody, you know, the Celestials are showing up there. They're having a show about they're about to sell something. We all think they're having an auction. That it's a fucking person. Light connotations to the whole ideal, and this dark theme right behind it. Oh my god, they're selling a fucking person. What the hell?
Yeah.
Which is, you know what's crazy?
Ghost with the Unk sayings. That's what I do, man.
Rayleigh introduces himself. And I'm thinking of the Forest God's female figure connection to the mermaids and the merfolk specifically. Rayleigh's introduced, kidnapped, saving Kami. So did Rayleigh like kind of adopt the ideal of like, you know, doing his thing, doing his, because Rayleigh would definitely we knew Rayleigh would get drunk and allow himself to be captured, but you know, his introduction is a very parallel to Shaki's kidnap. You know what I mean? Then Luffy punching a Celestial Dragon, his father shooting a Celestial Dragon too, and then God Valley. Like Sabaody's just like the prequel of Oda testing out God Valley and what it's going to be about, basically. Like it's the prequel. Admiral shows up. Sabaody's definitely a parallel.
Hachi.
Then the whole crew ends up getting separated too.
I'm trying to think who Hachi represents in all this.
Well, I can't even remember what I was talking about now. My whole mind just blinked. I hate myself sometimes.
Parallels between God Valley and Sabaody.
Oh yeah, Hachi. Well, I'm trying to think of what was Hachi doing there.
Helping to infiltrate and save Kami. As like like an oppositionary force, temporary ally.
Well, he's an octopus.
Is he representing Zebek?
Is he representing Herald? He's an octopus, Davy Clan connection. He could also represent Zebek though. It's either Zebek or Herald, one of the two.
I was thinking Zebek because yeah, like you said, the octopus, the slave connection with the Davy clan, how he is portrayed as. I guess this plays more into my theory that Davy Jones is Joy Boy, Hachi representing that Joy Boy figure and his journey through his cover story.
We got Hachi. 30K likes. Oh man, thank you guys. We appreciate you. I'm on a bowls to pack until my medicine man. Oh wait, no, I'm not. I lied. I opened my tray and I saw green.
It's Papook Buggy. The one who's like somewhat forgotten, but also like is super important in all the mess.
Said Emu's the Kizaru or Kizaru. Technically, yeah. Emu would be our Kizaru parallel. So, and Sabaody. So, who would be Rayleigh who fights with Emu, ends up clashing with Emu? The captured slave, Rayleigh paralleling with Shaki, the lover. Rayleigh's kind of paralleling Herald. Herald clashing with Emu. Maybe that's what Herald does. He comes and clashes with Emu for a split moment for Zebek that allows maybe maybe Blackbeard does escape and survive. Like that instantly made me think of King Herald. If you have a pink zebra cart right now, that sounds fire. I know one thing, I'm floating. I'm gassed. That was a good bull. You just packed one, W, Ghost.
Zebek wasn't there for Shaki. Roger just didn't know about Zebek's family.
Ghost, if you want to take your time, my friend, to go take one, go for it. My guy.
There.
That could be why Herald got packed up later on. It definitely could be. Herald showed up in that clash, being something that Emu remembered later on, and later on packed his ass up.
Oh yeah, just before I get up, it doesn't look like they were like Harold or his guards were Domi reversied in any way. So I'm wondering what means they actually used. If we're going back to the Little Garden aspects and parallels, I think it's all going to tie back to the Green Fairy. And it was like a crazed conversation gone wrong, and they turned on each other. In some fashion, or they were convinced very easily because they were hallucinating that, like, oh, the Domi Reversi is happening, he's turning, my horns are coming back.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes sense for it to be Harold too, LOL, because like Rayleigh signifying being the kidnapped Dark King, Harold the kidnapped, not kidnapped Dark King, but the king who's really held by the darkness or under the control of a darkness that is Emu. So he would signify symbol. Harold Lily is a symbolism of the Dark King, the kidnapped Dark King, being controlled by the darkness in the world government. So I mean, yeah, Rayleigh parallels Harold. Harold definitely probably shows up to Elbaf, dude. Clashes with Emu. What does it cause, though? I know with that clash, we saw Luffy was able to get away because of that. So maybe Blackbeard is able to escape because of this.
I do like the
and if not Blackbeard,
the idea
we
of
lose
Blackbeard
Shanks
dying or anything like that as a child or anything like that. But I do like the dynamic of why were you guys saved and I was not, sort of like dynamic between him and Shanks, and that's like why he would have scarred him. It's just kind of like a why were you so deserving and I'm like so undeserving.
Yeah, I lost everything. You got everything.
Big shot.
No, I have not seen that theory, LOL. The three main power groups. I mean, it's Kid Law's, and Luffy's. Luffy's group representing Rogers. Law's group likely representing the Marines and Garp. And Kid's group obviously being the Rocks Pirates. Law representing the Marines because Law's group is really signified by the right-hand and left-hand man, which is Kid and Beppo. And the same thing would apply to Garp with him and Bogart. We don't really know anything else about that platoon. But, I have to think some more on that one. Shamrock is going to try and fight like Garland, like how Shanks fights like Roger. That'd be cool to see. We got to see how Garland fights first, though. Yeah, the narrator does say that they meet one more time on that fated day. So we know for a fact, or we can say for a fact, that Harold's going to end up being there in God Valley. But I think what ends up happening is he clashes with Emu in order to help Rocks. I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cheesy if like the last meeting on that fateful day was the one just before where he's just like, yeah, my name's Davey D, and then when he shows up to God Valley. I think that would give Harold something to think about and then show up late, right? To be the final meeting.
Yeah, it makes sense that it's at God Valley that happens.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see if that's like the whole thing with why he only shows up with Whitebeard. Again, we just need more from the chapters. It's a good thing we're not on break next week. And we don't see Rocks, only a silhouette, possible injury. I mean, I definitely think Rocks died at God Valley. Rocks being able to have survived and get away without anybody knowing, not happening. I just don't think that's happening.
Yeah.
But if he survived by some other means now, like, I think, now that's possible. I want to see if we can find, I want to try and look for, I need to go and see who this guy is, if I can see if I can find Crocodile anywhere. See if he's a noble. That's who I'm curious about.
Yeah, the closest thing that we've seen to like other people that are important is like someone that looks like Moria, but I think after or just following the reveal of Kazuki Moria, I don't think he's gonna just put him in God Valley as well. I think that was like him just kind of like playing with people, just like, haha, he looks similar, but it's not him.
Dude goes, what are the chances that Blackbeard dies, right? And because of that, Zebek decides to try and kill Garling's kid. And Roger and Whitebeard, they all don't agree with it. So Whitebeard ends up getting scarred because he tries to save Shanks from getting, he tries to save Shanks from getting fucking destroyed and killed by Zebek as a child. Be crazy.
Yeah, it could be like a situation like, you know how, you know, Kuma and Ivankov had the 2 devil fruits and Big Mom comes and gets one of them. Right?
Yes.
And then like they get away with one. I think Dragon's gonna get away with one of the kids, and then they'll snatch Shamrock, and then something big will happen with them, right?
100%.
Full time. We just did. I just did. I just sat back down.
Yeah, I literally just took one just before it was my friend Gibby. Had 30K likes. We took one. Davy Jones is emu. Yeah, for the most part. But emu would be like, I think, again, Davy Jones is emu and Davy Jones in the body. Another one. Your lungs are begging me. Mine are begging me too, but I'm trying to resist it. I need to check that in a second. Zombie, what's up, my friend? How are you doing? It's so fire. Whenever you guys join the super fans, you guys get like this cool animation that tells me when you specifically join. It doesn't do that for everybody else, so it's cool to know that it actually like functions and works well. You know what? I'll end up taking another one myself too. Here, my friends, why not? Joe, you like all the new emotes for the super fans? It looks it looks good, doesn't it? And again, everybody who's over in Twitch, we appreciate you guys for sitting over there, hanging out, and, you know, driving up my watch time. Yes, I am on Twitch, Alex, I am.
Yes, Alex, we're on both.
The Twitch chat is on, so, you know, when you guys have longer thought-out theories, you can't send them here, so that's what you go over there for. Oh, yeah, if you're a super fan, you guys got your own little GIFs emote or stickers that you guys get to use. Plus, I think there's some other things that I added in there, too. Where do you think Maria found the Galilee Giants? Karakuri Island, where Vegapunk is from. I think I posted my video on that today, too, and I bet you would... Let's see. Oh, it's got some views. Okay, okay. We might be able to fight this little algorithm problem a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. You finna get off work and get on the same 8? Damn right, that's exactly what you gotta do. I need to find exactly where I put my damn bowl at. I know that. You're good, Alex. It's easier to go on Twitch, and you're more than welcome to go there and type out everything you need. But also on Twitch, you can use question tokens and redeem those. Now, I did want to let you guys know we got probably about like 15 more minutes left of Theory Piece. We ended up doing a 2-hour episode today, so I might as well finish up the 2-hour point, and then what? I'll end up maybe keeping stream on here or just restart streaming, end up playing some Minecraft and chilling and still yapping with you guys. However, with the postal theory scrapped, I didn't realize I was right all along. No, because I usually end up still getting the post-it no matter what it is I was going to talk about. And then whatever's in my drafts, I don't ever watch those again because they're never going to be posted.
If it's in a draft, it just gets deleted.
Literally.
I think to post it, so it's like
Too late now.
no good.
New Dragon, Joe, I got you. I'll help you. We're going to end up finding and running into Loki out in the Wild Watch. Alex, well, I appreciate you for coming in and coming by to chat, my guy. Try and be as interactive with everybody and chat as much as I can. Matt, you say you once saw people say Dr. Heerluck was a Rocks pirate, LOL. I mean, It's not a crazy notion or idea. He's got the same ideals and ideology, but if we find out he's related to Rocks in some way, again, that'd be awesome. We still don't know Hiruluk's full name, and I find it weird that Oda doesn't give people the full names of certain people. Plus, he names Chopper Tony Hiruluk. Ghost was talking about the fact of Zebek's name, Zebek the Davy being the D, Davy the Zebek, Tony Chopper. So maybe it's just Davy Zebek. That wouldn't be surprising. Or Davy Jones. That's what the D is for specifically his name. So with Zebek thanking him, they name him Tony Chopper. Maybe Zebek's name already has the same type of naming connotation, where it's got two of the same letters, two D's. Am I saying Zebek's a Davy? No, but now that I think about it, that possibility could be pretty freaking high. Not Zebek, sorry, Hiruluk. Sleep normal, you crazy dog. Jeez. Gil the best star. I mean,
Davy Foxy. Absolutely. I mean, that guy won 922 Davy bag fights in a row. Whether they're cheating or whatever, that's still an impressive feat.
who's your favorite warlord besides Mihawk? Crocodile. Thought that'd be pretty fucking obvious. I don't know why you said besides Mihawk. Crocodile's over Mihawk, baby. Croco Drill Boy for life. What are we talking about? Kuma's the goat. Kuma is goated. I do love Kuma though.
Mr. Kishishi. Or he is a piece of shit, but he's my piece of shit.
Oh, I take bull now. Oh, I almost just burned myself.
Kuma is absolute. Kuma, Jinbei, top warlords.
Okay. Look, Crocodile was literally the in-game antagonist. It makes perfect sense. Oh, I know. The story was literally supposed to be Crocodile was supposed to be one of our last villains, man. The story was supposed to end with the warlords, but you know. I digress. Oh man, that bolt just destroyed my lungs.
Am I gotcha?
Oh yeah, buddy. But that's what it's supposed to do. You forgot our boy Jinbei was a warlord? Oh, you can't forget that. That's like an important thing right there, man. Am I in Canada? No.
To be fair, like when we do meet him, it was like at the tail end, and he had just lost his title. So when we met him, he wasn't. It's fair. Gosh.
God. How much money would you pay to have a Hawk scarf in real life? Quite a lot. It definitely, that'd be fucking sick to have. As long as no one can actually touch and interact with it, they can just see it. They'd be annoying to have everyone watch up and be like, ooh, can I touch it? It looks fluffy. I would want to like burn them or something. Don't touch my scarf.
Shock them.
Like a joy buzzer. Egghead and outfit in real life would be insane. Imagine if everybody dressed like that. It'd be ridiculous.
Yes, that'd be awesome. Some hot pants.
Am I a Scorpio? No. I am a Capricorn.
I'm a mechanic.
W. Ricardo. Yeah, my birthday's in January. In fact, the first week of the year is my birthday. So that's how we start off. Hello from Chopper. Hi, Chopper. How are you doing? I love seeing your outfit. Your costumes are massive and huge. Is it like a blow up costume? It's really cool. Really cool. Shoot, if I could get one myself, I'd have it just for the fun of it to wear it around on these streams. January 6th, please. No, my birthday is the 7th, actually. Insane guess, though.
Yeah, those jet boots are pretty sick.
Those Jets boots are cool as fuck. I mean, yeah, but I'm scared of heights, so personally, I probably would never wear them, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'd probably never fucking wear them. Turn them on accident and start shitting myself.
Either. I would suck. I just know that I would go up way too high, and then suddenly I'd lose control.
It gives you so it's heavy. That's surprising. It looks like it's pretty light, but you know, as long as it's cool in there, because it seems like it could get hot in there. That's awesome. I love the suit though. I love it. I love what you do with it, with it and everything. It's amazing. In fact, shoot.
I think Hachinosu is fine where it is. I don't think you need to scoot it back or anything. Plus, you've already built it up a decent amount. I don't think you need.
Oh no, Joe. I was
Scooting
looking
it
at.
back would be a.
Yeah, I was looking at it the other day. It looked great. I mean, earlier today in the stream, it looks amazing. You like the theory that Nostro is in that Shimotsuki art? It's a cool theory. I like it too. You're really bending down the sea. I got you. It's hey, it's all worth it though, right? It's worth it, especially because you're getting a lot of people into One Piece, and the best way to do it, a good way, is Chopper. Show them Chopper, introduce them to the cute and cuddly Chopper. They're like, all right, I'll have to check it out to see who this Chopper guy is.
He kind of neat.
I think Brook and Nostro are definitely connected. I think they're connected, especially through the not even just the ice powers. We've had Brook being depicted with red hair before in cover stories. In the 1156 cover story, Brook got depicted with red hair, and Nostro in his Gorosei form has red horse hair. It's a great, but also his name is Ethan Baron V. Nostro, the Baron. We have Baron Samedi, who Brook is directly based off of. It just fits perfectly. I would believe Brook, but also Nostro is a skeleton horseman, Brook's a skeleton. Fits very well. Skits fits very well. We were at 35K likes. We're halfway to 40K. God damn. You showed your partner Chopper. She was instantly
I feel
70%.
like such a contrarian with that whole like Shimotsuki Nostro thing, because the way I'm seeing that is like that's just Ryuma in the background, and I know there's the zombie Ryuma in the forefront, but you also have all of the modern day Shimotsukis in the forefront, so it's kind of like reflections of the past.
That's
Even had Zoro meet like Ryuma in the present, right? So it's kind of like these present representations of this ancient line.
That's what I mean. I didn't think it was Nostro either. I thought it was, if anything, it was probably something to do with maybe like the dragon that Ryuma slayed, if anything, you know? The being that got Dami reversed maybe turned into the dragon, or that became the dragon that Ryuma slayed. You're getting 3 more Choppers as in costumes?
Yeah, because isn't there like that dragon like in front of that figure? Like there's the red-haired individual, and then there's a dragon, and then there's all the Shimotsukis in front. So that makes sense that it would be Ryuma pre-zombification.
I would love if I got a shout out with you as Chopper for my birthday. I'd put that all over my pages. Oh man. Zoro Chopper, Luffy Chopper, and a Law Chopper. Whoa. Oh yes. Oh yes. That would be amazing. Redheads usually go white in old age. I mean, yeah. Who are you connected in that to, my friend? Oh, Nostro. I mean, he's bald though.
Or you mean like for Garling?
If that's what you're meaning, but then his hair's
He was always
blonde.
blonde though.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it just seemed like the original Ryuma. Or that's what I thought too, Boom. That's what Ghost thought, yeah. You're referring to Ryuma-ish. I got you, my friend. I think everybody somewhat uses the power of the Abyss, but I think Brooks more so is connected to the power of the Abyss, because what comes from the Abyss or within the Abyss is the souls of the dead and those who die out. So Brook literally is a dead soul. So he literally is the abyss, the same power source as what's in the abyss. Dun dun dun.
I'm wondering when all my hair is gonna go white.
Who was Brook fighting in Gava? I think Emu, Ganko, or Rockstar, not Brook. Honestly, I think Rox will be busy dealing with Roger. That's who. Roger and Garp. Why didn't Brook's hair go white? Win-ish. You think Roger and a Garp did a 1v1?
Why hasn't it in general?
From old age, that's a good point. I haven't really thought too much on that though. I made a video on the spoilers. My thoughts on them is just it's honestly a boring ass spoilers. I'm not gonna be so rude with you. It's just a bunch of fight information about fights. I don't give a fuck about the fighting and shit. Like I like it. I like seeing it animated in the anime, but in the manga, it's just them telling you about a fight. It's not really nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's all it is upscale agendas. Like, oh, this clash happened. And like, how is that exciting? The lore is what we need, and we need the information. And we're missing too much from this flashback.
Give us another mural.
Literally, and we're missing too much information from this for me to be happy. So I don't know. At least those spoilers, all it is that spoiler is just full of agendas. This happens. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of things. There may be a theory or two that can get confirmed this chapter. We just don't know it because they only care about agenda shit and spoilers and power.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Like there'll be something in like a small portion of a panel that's like, ooh, important.
Like I said, stay tuned for the chapter, and like we're gonna still look through, and I'll tell you if we find anything important. Because again, what they put in those spoilers is always agenda-filled shit, and like oftentimes and not, there's still important things or information they give us in the chapter. It's probably just stuff they don't care about that we care about. They care about power and like who did this and who clashed with who. We more so care about how did this happen, when did this happen, was this character there? You know, that's what we care about. So we just wait and see.
They want to post the next upscale meme.
Literally. So that's what I need is the brief spoilers. Because if you look, Worst Gen, the first thing he posted was Garp upscale. But then you read the spoilers and it says they ran away from Garp because they were trying to help Rox. Like they were busy dealing with traitors. They were too busy. They didn't want to get stuck there. They knew if they fight Garp, it's going to be a long fight. But if they run away, they can actually help. Oh, okay. So what upscale is there at all?
Rox Pirates had priorities.
Only upscale there is for fucking Rayleigh bullying fucking Somers and getting Shacky and watching Roger cry. That's the only upscale I see. That's funny. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing even Bogart in the background clashing with Shiki, or Shiki just fighting Rayleigh or Bogart. If that's it, like Shiki's floating and Bogart's in his sword stance looking at him. That's all Bogart guy needs. That's all my friend needs right there. That's all he needs. He's good.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, all right, he's squaring up against Shiki. He's obviously not afraid, right?
Like he ain't no bitch. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the roses. I appreciate you, my friend. Kong, I don't know. I don't even think Kong is going to end up being important, really. Kong just seems like a kind of placeholder for a spot. Like, yeah, this is who was here before, but like, I don't really give a fuck about him.
I'm surprised he was in the flashback.
Me too, bro. Like, but again, placeholder. Like, he's just like, okay, if Sengoku's the fleet commander now, who was him before? Kong. And he's just a placeholder. Like, he's just that guy. What did he do? What was he known for? Not a fucking thing. That's who he was. He's just
a company man.
He's a death jockey. He's everything they call Dragon. Kong was in the trailer for season 2 of the anime. I mean, if Oda gives Kong relevance, I wouldn't mind it. I don't care, but Kong I feel like he's got some type of ape fruit. So a giant ape coming to God Valley. Someone's got to say something. Big ass monkey.
Was Rock's there for Shockey? I thought he was there for his wife and kid. He was there for his wife and kid. He just didn't tell his crew that. He went on. He let them, or led them there under the pretense of we're going there to save Shockey, and then he's just like, all right, I gotta go get my my kid. This is stressful. Running away now.
Oh yeah. Akainu, could he beat? I think Akainu's on God Valley. I think he's one person who we're gonna see that was actually there. Is it relevant that he was there? Probably not, but I think he was there. Maybe even if he's not there, though, we have a moment where Dragon, like Akainu hears about Dragon and what he did at God Valley, and Dragon betraying the Marines, and Akainu was like, "Yeah, fuck that guy, I hate him."
Yeah, just here's the propaganda version of like, yeah, he broke off from his unit, got them all executed, or executed them all, and then ran away.
No, wait, that's a Cook Ghost. He got them all executed. That would make, like, the Celestials like, yeah, we're gonna kill your whole unit because this fucker shot a Celestial Dragon.
Yeah. So, but they painted it as he killed his whole unit and dissented, and then that's probably why Akainu is just like, no, I'd rather kill you on the spot here to that one Marine that wanted to just be like, I have a family. It's like, so do I. Yeah.
Burn.
Dead.
Probably related to Garb. Probably. I mean, I don't know. I want to say probably, but maybe like some type of soccer relationship. Maybe blood though. Nah, no. There's gonna be a giant in God Valley, just like Little Oris Jr. and Marine Ford. Yeah, Harold. I think Harold.
Little Oris Jr. You mean like a little Loki rampaging through God Valley?
Go, so you want him there so bad, and I'm all for it, dude. I would love him. He's there, dude. Stowed away.
No, ever since I heard that idea of him being a stowaway, I'm just like, I like that idea because there's been so many stowaways in this. Why not one more? But we obviously know he didn't lose a leg, but he's still shackled by a leg.
Speaking of losing a leg and being
Looks
shackled
like
by a
he's lost
leg,
right now.
remember how we were talking about the body of the ancient giants and like where they found them at Acid Karakuri Island? It looks like a shackled leg. It looks like a ancient giant's foot that got shackled and like broken off and frozen. Remember how Oris Jr. lost his foot?
Actually,
Look at Karakuri Island. It looks like a ancient giant foot with 2 pins in it, like it got stuck there, like someone pinned it into the ground. Just look up Karakuri Island.
Frankenstein's foot.
Yes, and think about Frankenstein. Frankie goes there. Vegapunk is from there. Come on, bro. Come on. I'm just gonna wait to see the smile pop on your face.
You get a good picture of it. I see what you mean though. Like,
You see the foot shape, and then the ball pin come. Like there's the pin tack in it. Like it's just a pin. Then there's another one. I think that was
crucifixion nails.
Yeah, but like it makes me think of an ancient giant's foot, bro. That got nailed into the ground. But if you look, right, Ors is missing. Ors's feet had to be taped. Like both of Ors's feet are missing. They both had to be taped back to him by Gecko Moria. So yeah, Karakuri Island. But it also led to the fact that where Vegapunk and them found, like Mads got that big break into Lineage Factor, they found the bodies of ancient giants. The origin point of DNA giants themselves, demonic giants at that, tied to devil fruits, the same type of blood that would help them evolve and change. You think there's a Joy Boy devil fruit? No. That's just like the Nika fruit, basically. But my friends, we have hit the 2-hour mark of Theory Piece, guys. It is time for us to wrap up Theory Piece here. I didn't realize we were going to keep going over and just yapping here. Celebrate your sister's birthday. Well, Easter on perfect timing here, my friend. We're getting ready to wrap up Theory Piece here. Probably just gonna end up jumping over here and playing Minecraft first. So I'll probably end up throwing my stream back up, and if not, just playing in Discord. One of the two. Not sure yet here. We'll see. But until next time, my friends, we appreciate you guys coming by for our Tuesday Theory Piece. We didn't have E tonight, didn't have Drac tonight, but they should be here for Friday's episode. E had some family stuff, and Drac is stuck on a boat. As usual. What's that song? I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. We're gonna sing D-Pain or whoever the fuck sings it.
Nika and Joy Boy are two different people.
Yes, they're two different people. But Ghost, would
Joy
you
Boy has a fruit that is based off of Nika, which is a different person.
Ghost, would you like to say anything to anybody before we head out, my friend?
Just thanks for showing up again. As always, thank you for making this fun, and thank you for keeping it active. Always great to have lots of questions to answer.
You plan on playing Minecraft, bud? Or are you heading out?
Might play a little bit.
Sounds good. All right, just seeing. But yeah, my friends, I'll see you guys later on our next episode of Theory Piece, and you can always check these episodes out if you missed it or showed up late, over on YouTube. As long as I remember to post it, which I've been consistent, so I should be posting the next episode.
Yeah.
And until then, my friends, am I going to be in Discord? Yes, I usually am in Discord. I'm literally going to jump in there right after this. So I'm literally in Discord right now, as you can see on screen. So to everyone then, I will see you guys either in Discord. I'll see you guys back in stream if I decide to start gaming. And thank you guys all for coming by. See you guys later, my friends.
Take it easy, y'all.
It's your boy Drac. We'll come back here with some more theories, more speculation. So let's go ahead and lock in.
Y'all got time for a theory?
Well, if you ask me, it's not outside of the realm of possibility to say that.
Let's theorize for a second.
Brain is in flames, you got time for a theory? Thinking about the One Piece? We can heed your query. Hear me now, listen up, gather round the campfire. Is it Oda or a metaphor, a parallel or